Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Tony Rizzano, and this is another episode of the world famous, the University of Love, the best podcast in 1, 2, 3 galaxies. But ladies and gents, boys and girls, you and I, we just call the show Online Marketing Moves, and we are coming to you live today. Today, ladies and gents, it is January the 16th, 2023. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about something very important. Ladies and gentlemen, in order for you to make all the money you want, today we're going to talk about money. For you to make all the money you want, ladies and gentlemen, you have to increase your value. You have to increase your value. What do we mean? Ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you a quick story. When I was my first job, okay, we've all been down this road. We've all had a first job. Now, I was 16. I worked at a grocery store. In 1995, I was 16. Worked at the grocery store. I'm 16, working at a grocery store in a little town in Missouri. Minimum wage at that time was $4.25. Ladies and gentlemen, how much did I make? $4.25. I worked 12 hours a week. Paycheck $50 a week. Now, what was my value, ladies and gentlemen? Not much. I wasn't the manager. I didn't have any skills that they could use. I had the ability to sweep. I had the ability to mop. I had the ability to clean the toilet. I had the ability to bag some groceries. And I had the ability to work in the meat department and clean the slicers and clean the baking equipment, and I had the ability for that. So the value I was giving the store was not a whole lot. And so, ladies and gentlemen, let's say if I would have went to, college or learned about computers when I still worked at the grocery store, maybe they would have gave me a raise, maybe I would have got paid more, who knows. But in order for you to make more money, you have to increase your value. Now, I don't care if you just work at a company your whole life. The more you are integral into the company, the more they need you. The more they need you, the more valuable you are. Okay? And there's a lot of different ways you can go about that. You can get more education. You can become specialized in a certain thing at the job, where you're the only one who knows about that. There's plenty of ways, to increase your value. It's like, let's say you become great at marketing. You become an expert at marketing, and you want to sell your services to a person. And you say, hey, my price is not in the beginning. If you was let's say you was a marketing person, a marketing expert, and you never marketed to anybody, you couldn't charge as much. But let's say after a while you get a reputation. You say, hey, I'll come in, I'll help your company. I need 10,000 retainer fee or whatever, and you've increased your value. Let's say speaking engagements, you become a speaker about whatever. First time you might get $1,000. Let's say you work at it, you get pretty good at speaking, you get great at it. Now you're commanding $30,000, $50,000 just for a speaking engagement. That's increasing your value. The more you can increase your value, the easier it is for you to generate money. And, because I used to think I had a dumb way of thinking. I used to think the more you worked, the harder you worked, the more money you worked. No, it doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. The more you are able to increase your value, the more you are able to stand out amongst the crowd, the more you are able to say, hey, I'm a professional at this, I'm a professional at that, I'm a manager, I'm a leader, the team follows me, at the job, in your business, does not matter. The more you are able to increase the value of yourself, the better off you will be. The more, I'll put it to you like this. Let's say you're a tree. The more you are able to grow your roots into the company, into your business, the deeper the roots, the more valuable you are, the stronger the tree you become. And a strong tree is hard to chop down. When I worked at the grocery store, I was a baby tree. The wind could come by, blow me down, boom, I'm gone. I'm done. I'll give you another quick story. I worked at my senior year in high school. I worked at a fast food restaurant. We did pizzas. We did it all. We did everything. Hamburgers, pizzas, I learned about business. I learned about business this year. It was 1997 in the little town I'm from. Then a pizza place opened up called Pizza Inn. Oh, no. Pro Pizza. Pro Pizza opened up. I never forget, Pro Pizza opened up. Pro Pizza had excellent pizza. I can't tell that lie. And so it started taking away from the business at this other restaurant I worked at. And I remember somebody said they found something into one of the pizzas at the place I worked at. So that decreased it even more as more people found out about Pro Pizza. Pro Pizza went up, our restaurant, the pizzas went down. We were still making hamburgers and all that, but a lot of business started slowing down. And I remember I started getting less and less hours. And one week I came in, my name was on the schedule. I had no hours to work. I didn't realize at the time what was going on. This was the setup. Next week I came in there, my name wasn't on the schedule. And I said, hey, my name ain't on the schedule. What's going on, And they said, well, you've been laid off. And I said, oh, because I was not a manager. I was not a cashier. I was not good at making pizzas. I was just the low man on the totem pole. And so the low man on the totem pole, I brought no value to the business, you know what I mean? And so I got cut. I was one of the first ones to get the boot. And so it is what it was what it was, you know what I mean? And so I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter if you want to run a business or not. It does not matter what you want to do when it comes to increasing your value. You can work at a job and increase your value. You can be online and increase your value. And increasing your value is something that you have to do, It's because there's a lot of people who want to. There's a lot of people who want to make $1 million a year, but there's a lot of people that don't want to work that hard to make the $1 million. You know what I mean? People sort of hope they can make $1 million. They wish they can make $1 million. They don't go out and say, how can I increase my value to make this $1 million? And we're just talking money now. There's, over the years you'll learn. If you're kind of a young person, you'll learn there's more to life than just money. Money's important. Don't get me wrong. Money's important, but you wanna make sure, and this is for all of us. You want to make sure your health, your physical health is important. Your spiritual health is important. How happy you are with yourself. Are you, how's your brain? How's your heart? Are you aligned spiritually with yourself? because as we all know, there's always people that are, wealthy and money, but they're morally bankrupt and they feel bad and they, commit suicide and things of that nature. And so, but there's more to life than just money. But for this purpose, we're talking about money and the increasing of your value. Now, there's study, work on yourself. The more you're able to work on yourself and get better at your skill level, get better with more. I'm not saying you have to smile at everybody and all that, but for yourself, you want to be the more positive you can be with yourself, the more, you get the negativity away from you. And I'm telling you this from experience in the last 5 years, 6 years, the more you can do that, the more you can increase your value. Just being upbeat just being more upbeat, can increase your value. Let's say you want to go in for a promotion at your job, and they say, hey, during lean times, Sam over here, he's always gloom and doom, but, Tommy Boy over here, he's fun loving, he's serious about his work, he's positive, he's motivated, more than likely Tommy Boy is going to get the promotion. And Sam over here, he might be more qualified, but Tommy Boy, he has a more positive outlook on life. He's more upbeat. He brings more value, he brings more value to the other people in the company. Because when times get hard, times get lean, they can look at Tommy Boy and say, Tommy Boy, I have confidence that Tommy Boy is going to get us through this, because he has a more positive outlook on life, And that's just the way it is sometimes. And so from the inside to out, that's how you increase your value, You get better at speaking, you get better at, you don't want to always be a brute. You don't always want to, act like a brute. You don't always want to, come off as intelligent, be intelligent, learn some new words, make some goals, write some things down, read a book or two about your business, read a book or two about, the way things are, study some people, learn, just learn how you can make yourself better to increase your value, It's because working 24/7, the only thing you're going to do is kill yourself. Okay? It's easier for you to work on yourself than to change anything at the job. I'm going to tell you, as a man who's worked many jobs don't change. You have to change. You know what I mean? Ever since I've been truck driving, all trucking companies are about the same, when I was a company driver. Everybody has a little difference, but for the most part, the only thing can be different is you. You have to increase your value. And, one of the things that I've learned is the more you can be integrated, the more you can be present, the more you can be, we need this guy. That's who you want to be. You want to be that person. We need Philip. We need Katie. We can't let Katie go. And when you get to that level, When you get to the part where people need you, you are pretty valuable. And then you can start talking, all right, you need me, pay me. Because we are, at the end of the day, especially where I live, right here in America, we are all capitalists. And there's nothing wrong with there's nothing wrong with maximizing the money you want to make. If you want to be a millionaire, God bless you. Go out, work on yourself, increase your value, and become that millionaire. Okay? And you will see when you work on one part, everything else will start to. When you start working on yourself, you start getting away from being negative, being more positive. Things start to just click. Everything, physical, the mental, the spiritual, it all starts to click, It's like if you have a car and you're trying to rebuild your car and you say, well, the outside's kind of rusty, the engine needs to be rebuilt. You're not just going to do one part. Eventually you're going to do the whole car. And so it does not matter what you want to start off with, You are you're a car. Work on the whole thing. And the better you make the car look, the better the inside of the car, the better the engine of the car, better the outside of the car looks. The car has more value, and that's you. The more you can do, the better you get, the more value you can bring. And you can command what you want. The economy is going to be up. The economy is going to be down. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about if we're in a recession. If we're not in a recession, don't focus on that. The less you focus on the outside world and the more you focus on yourself, the better off you will be. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me on that one. You can't control what everybody else does, but you can control what you do. You can control what you become. And that's just the way it is, okay? And ladies and gentlemen, that's all we got today. Increase your value. There's so many things you can do. Start off, read a book, listen to a course, listen to a speaker. Just write down different ways that you can become more valuable at your job, or more valuable with your business, more valuable with the content you create. Just give yourself like 30 minutes and just start writing stuff down, and you'll be amazed what comes out of your brain. Okay? So ladies and gentlemen, that is it. We will be back tomorrow with the all new episode of Online Marketing Moves. My name is Tony Rizano. Thank you for listening. God bless. And as always, everybody, peace.